Hello there and welcome to episode number 6 of the Rent to Rent monthly cash flow live series. And today we're talking about the 80-20 principle of making more cash in your business. And look, if you're not making as much cash as you want to, this is what's stopping you. This is the exact thing that is stopping you. Now look, let's dive right into it. What is this principle? Why is it stopping you from making cash? And what can you do about it right away? Before I get into that, join my group. The link is in the description above or below. Go and join my group right now. It's bit.ly/monthly cash flow. And in there, I'll do exclusive live streams like this, but exclusively in that group just for you. Just for the people in that group, and you're going to learn some masterclass information about how to grow your rent-to-rent business. Now look, what we're talking about today is the 80-20 or the 20-80 of making more cash in your business. And the thing is, you see, in rent-to-rent, in any business that you ever run, there are certain activities that make you more money than other activities. That's just a fact. It's a given fact. It's the nature of business. You know, 20% of your customers will get you 80% of your income. 20% of your action will create 80% of your result, the most of your result. And in rent-to-rent, it is absolutely no difference. If you want to make more cash every month, you need to understand the 20% of things that you need to be doing to make more cash quicker. You see, if you start focusing on this 80% over here that actually doesn't make you cash and only produces 20% of your result, the challenge is you can work as hard as you like. Literally as hard as you like. And what will happen is you'll still only get a 20% increase in your results, or 20% of your results will come from that effort. But if you flip that over and go, you know what, I'm going to focus on the 20% of effort that gets me the 80% of my results, well, now things change. And this occurs in every single business. It doesn't matter which business you're in, and it particularly occurs in rent-to-rent. Because look, let's be real, right? If you want to get more cash into your business, if you want to get a cash flowing rent-to-rent business up and running that earns you income every single month passively, then you've got to do some work to get there. Let's get real. You've got to do some work to get there. And let's be really real. I want to be super real with you now. There's crap loads of people on here who think that sitting there is going to get them somewhere. It's a load of bullshit. You know, watching somebody talk, it ain't going to get you anywhere. You've got to put some effort into it, some action into it. But critically, if you are taking action, but you're somebody who's not quite got the results that you want, chances are you're not taking the 20% that's going to get you the result. Because look, action alone isn't going to get you results. Just action. Because if people taking action alone got them results, you would have a lot more wealthy people in this world. And we don't. And the reason is because is understanding what the 20% is that's going to get you an 80% increase, and then everything else, that other 80% of jobs, gets given to other people to do. You see, that is how you grow your business. That is how the biggest business people grow their businesses. That's how you're going to grow your rent-to-rent business and get more cash into your bank. At the end of the day, if you look at any business, you know, 60% of any business is sales and marketing. And 80% of any business's income comes from 20% of their customers. And this is the case in rent-to-rent. So look, if you're sitting there thinking, I'm going to learn some more stuff, I'm going to understand how tenants work, I'm going to understand how, what contracts I need to use, I'm going to understand all the integral, nitty-gritty details about my business before I actually start and do the thing that actually is going to get me results, go out and talk to agents, then you're living a dream. You're living a dream. You're not in reality. The truth is, you got to work at it. You got to go out there. You got to get the deals. The deals are what matter. The deals are what actually get you the money coming in. Create the opportunity for you to get the money in. The only way you get deals is marketing and sales. Get out there. Start marketing for leads. You know, spend some money on some marketing, right? Give up. Look here. Look, let's be real, right? Yeah, every week maybe you do, maybe you don't, right? But I know that often I will go somewhere and go, I'm a little bit hungry. So, and I did this when I started out. I'm hungry, so I'm just going to get some food out. I'm not going to eat in, I'm going to eat out. But that £10, that £15, that £20 of eating out Now you've taken that away from your marketing budget. And if you're starting out, your marketing budget is everything. If you're not generating leads, you've not got a business, right? You've not got a rent-to-rent business. If you're not out there, look, if you ain't got no money, go and call agents. Right? Agents are the way to get deals. It doesn't cost you a thing until you get a deal. You got to go out there and talk to the agents. Go out there and go, hey, this is what I have to offer. You got to hustle, right? If you haven't got any money, and that's fine. Look, if you haven't starting from a position where either you don't want to spend any money or you've not got a lot of money, you've got to hustle. You got to put some effort in. You got to put some power in. Look, recently I've been listening to an audiobook by a guy called Damon John. If you don't know who Damon John is on the America's version of Dragon's Den. It's called Shark Tank. He's taken a brand called Fubu, a clothing brand that he started a number of years back, and now he's got a business worth $3 billion. Yes. Billion with a B. He's on the American version of Dragon's Den. They call it Shark Tank. And he's written a book called The Power of Broke. And this is the power of taking action when you've got nothing. So look, if you're somebody, I highly recommend that book, by the way, on a total side note. Go and get it. Go get the audio, right, from Audible, because that's way better. You've got some real power in the way they deliver the message. Get that book. Start to take some action. Start to do the thing. It's going to be difficult. Now look, let me talk to you about why you're not taking that action right now. Why you're not doing that 20% to get you the 80% of your results. And by the way, I want to put something in here. Every single person on the planet does this in their business and in their lives. Everybody does this. It doesn't matter how successful you are. You are procrastinating in some way, shape or form from taking that 20% of the effort to get the 80% of the results. Now look, you might be starting from a position where you don't know what that 20% is. You're like, I literally don't have a clue where to start. I don't know, right? And I'm going to tell you right now, if you want to get more cash into your bank using the rent-to-rent strategy, go and find deals. Put some marketing out there, go and talk to the agents, and you will get potential deals come your way. That's where you start, right? Now you don't have an excuse of where to start. So let's talk about what's actually stopping you. You might go, oh, well, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to do this. I don't know. Well, look, at the end of the day, until you start, until you get that experience, until you move a step forward, you will not have any experience. You won't know what to do, because knowing is not the act of having the knowledge. It's feeling, is having done the thing, having the experience. That's real knowing. That's actually no, because if the people who knew the most information were to be the wealthiest people in the world, then all the professors at all the universities would be the richest people in the world. Because, you know, they know stuff. I've got a friend who's he's not a professor, but he's done his PhD and he's like now a post-PhD, I don't know what they call it, but he's doing theoretical computer science. And he talks about stuff, and I'm like, I don't have a clue what you're going on about, right? He goes, it's basically maths. And I'm like, well, I love maths, but I don't have a clue what you're talking about. But this is the difference, right? He's not on the track of becoming wealthy because he's got knowledge. And knowledge by itself is not going to get you anywhere. Knowledge with action. Knowledge moving forward, taking action and doing something, getting that experience of what to do and not what not to do is what's going to get you the result. So if you want cash, if you want to get money into your bank account every month, you've got to do that 20% of things that most people won't even think of starting with. That 20% that's going to get you 80% of your result. But let's get real now, okay? Let's get real. You're still stopping yourself. I don't care who you are on this planet. I don't care if you're somebody who's starting out with nothing or you're Richard Branson, right? I don't care who you are. You have fear. We all have fear. Every single one of us on this planet has some sort of fear. Right? We're all born with it. It's natural. That's what we have, right? So we've got to say, well, okay, I've got fear. So what am I going to do about it? What am I going to do about it? Now, look, you might have fear of looking stupid. You might have fear of not knowing what to say. You might have fear of totally messing up and never being able to do any deals with that person ever again, right? There's so many different fears out there, but everybody has fear. It doesn't matter what level of success you are, you have fear. And that's what's really stopping you from taking this 20% of action that's going to get you the 80% result. And I'm going to tell you right now, look, I am no different to you. I have fear. I've just today had a call with my coach, and he's pointed out something that I've procrastinated over for a week since we last spoke. Right? I've procrastinated over it because I'm fearful of something. I'm fearful of messing it up. And you are probably the same. You're probably fearful of not messing it up and ruining your chances forever of ever getting a rent-to-rent deal from anywhere and getting more cash in from anywhere ever. Or you're scared of messing it up and people not liking you, or you're scared of something, of not knowing what to say to people, and therefore just going on and rambling and you know. But ultimately, if you want to get success, if you want to move forward, let's get real. If you really want to move forward, you've got to do that 20% that's going to get you the 80% of results, right? You've got to do that. If you want to grow in business, if you want to make more cash using rent to rent, you've got to do that 20%. You've got to go, hey, screw it, I'm going to go and do it. Like, I don't care. Let's just move forward. Let's take the action, because the only way to get over your fear is to take the action. Just do it. Just go, fuck it, I'm going to do it now, right? I'm going to just do that thing, and then I'm going to work out what went well and what didn't go well. Because, look, until you do that, you have no experience of what it feels like to do that. You have no experience of doing the thing that you're doing, picking up the phone to the agent, saying the words, feeling that fear come up and being okay with that fear. Look, doesn't matter if you feel the fear, just do it. Tony Robbins also often says, he goes, you know, the only way you get over your fear is to come up with a bigger fear, or that's beyond the fear that you're feeling, right? And this works, by the way. This totally works, 100%. And I tell you why, because I've used it myself and it's worked for me. You know, when I've got fear, I look at that fear and go, what's a bigger fear than that? What's the bigger fear here? What, if I don't do this thing here, then what's going to happen that creates a bigger fear in me than not doing it? And I just go, right, I've got to get on with doing it. And look, I'm like you as well. I do come up with fears, and sometimes it stops me. Like in the last week, there's one thing my coach told me to do, and I haven't done it. I've done all the other things, the other 80% of things that still gets me some level of result. I've done that, but I haven't done the 20% that's going to get me the biggest result that I want. You know, that's going to enable me to grow quicker, faster. So that's my job this week, is to do that 20%. Like, no fear, just get on with it, right? Replace it with a bigger fear and go, screw it, I'm just going to do it, because if I don't, I'm going to get to a point where I'm not going to grow. I'm not going to grow in business. And hey, look, if I'm looking back on this when I'm 80, 90 years old, sitting on my rocking chair, am I going to regret not taking that action? I'm going to look back and go, you know what, I wish I took that action, because my life would look different. We only get growth through doing things. We get growth through feeling the fear. But you've got to take that 20% of action to increase your income, to create more cash in your business, in your rent-to-rent business. And I tell you what, if you're starting out, that 20%, if you're starting out, or somebody who's just still getting going, that 20% is getting deals. Is talking to people and getting them deals from agents or direct to vendor, right? Look, if you want more live streams like this and more masterclasses, then join my group right now. The link is above in the description. It's bit.ly/monthly cashflow. I'm going to be doing live streams every so often in there, whereas a masterclass where I'm teaching you something very specific about rent to rent that is going to change the way in which you think about rent to rent and accelerate your success in rent to rent to get more cash coming in every single month. Right, so let's go back to the topic we're talking about, the 20-80 principle, and how that's stopping you. You're going to feel fear, right? You're going to feel fear doing this thing, right? You're going to go, oh my God, this kind of feels difficult, right? But growth only comes when you do difficult things. That's the only time you grow. And growth, right? You want to increase the cash coming in every month into your business, right? Look, be real with me here. Look into my eyes, right? Be real. Do you seriously want to increase the amount of cash coming into your business every month? Do you want to increase the amount of cash you're getting from rent to rent every month? Do you seriously want to increase that? If you do, continue watching. If you don't, that's okay. You don't have to want that outcome. But if you don't, I do not know why you're on this live stream, right? I don't know why you follow anything I talk about, because I'm all about creating more cash flow in your rent-to-rent business. Now, if you do, then you've got to get over that fear. What you've got to do is you've got to put the fear aside, okay? Because fear never goes away. Fear never goes away. Fear becomes smaller, but it never goes away. Right? It never disappears totally. It just becomes smaller. The more we act, the more we do the thing we're scared of, the more used to doing that thing we get. It's like, I remember the very first time. I'll give you a quick story here. I remember the very first time I went to call a motivated seller. Right? That's somebody who wants to sell their property, who's inquired, giving us their details to say, hey, I'm interested in selling my property. Because I'd like to do it quickly. I'm interested in your services. And I remember having this piece of paper, right? I had this piece of paper and I had a load of writing on it. And this is all the details they'd filled in, right? All these details they'd filled in. And all these details. And I sat there and right. I remember the day. I was living with my parents at the time, right? I went into the spare room and I sat down, right? The computer room. I sat down with this one sheet of paper right in front of me, like this, right? One sheet of paper, like this. And I read it. And I went, that's the name, that's the phone number, okay, got the email address. So they said they want to sell their house quickly. There's the address, there's blah, 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 blah. I went through all of these details, step by step, and I read them. And I was like, right. And I remember back then I had a BlackBerry, one of them flip phones, the one that slide up. I had one of those. I thought it was cool. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyway, I had this BlackBerry and I dialed their number in, and it was the green, and it was there. It was just waiting there, and I had my headphones in, ready to talk to them. And then I went, okay. Oh, what if I need a glass of water while I'm talking to her? So I went downstairs, got a glass of water, obviously, as you do. Then went back up and went, I forgot the details. I'll read it again. So I read it again, and then I typed. By this time, obviously, the number's come off my phone, right? And I've typed the number in again. I thought, right, okay, I'm ready. No, I should write down a list of questions I should ask them. So I wrote down a list of questions that I could ask them. And then I was like, okay, I need a toilet break. So I went to, because I drank half the water by this point, right? Went to the toilet. Long story short, I had 2 toilet breaks. I had a break to open the window. I had a break to go and get a glass of water. I spoke to my parents. I went outside for a short walk down the street and back again. I talked to my next door neighbour. I did so many things, and it took me 45 minutes. 45 minutes to press that green button and actually ring that person. But that was the 20%. That was the 20% that would get me 80% of the result. I had nothing else. I didn't have a portfolio to go, well, I'll just do some tenant stuff over here. I didn't have anything else to do. That was the only thing I could do, right? Yeah, maybe I could create a business card or a website or whatever. But that's the only thing I knew that I could do, that 20%. And I rang them. And I rang them, and it rang, and nobody answered. It went to voicemail. And I was like, and left a voicemail. And I can't remember. I don't think they ever rang me back. I didn't do a deal. But that kicked it all off. That 20% kicked it all off. That's the thing that got me the deals. That started the journey. Was I shit scared? Yes, I was. Was I still shit scared the second time, the 20th time, the 50th time, the 100th time? Yes, I was, and you probably will as well. Maybe, in fact, you probably won't be shit scared the 100th time, right? You probably won't be that scared as much as I was the 100th time. I still was scared. Even nowadays, I've talked in front of hundreds of people on stage. I still get scared every time I step onto stage. But look, I go, screw it, I'm just going to do it. Because if I mess up, it's fine. I've got tomorrow. I'll recover. I'm still alive. I'm not dead. Nobody's died. The whole world's not ended. I'm still here. I still got my portfolio. I've still got everything that I need in this life. So I just do it. I push through and go, screw it. What's the worst that can actually happen? And that 20% is going to get you the 80% of results and bring cash into your bank. Had I not done that 20%, had I created business cards and a nice pretty looking website. Back then I didn't have business cards or a website, by the way. And a nice pretty looking website and a local phone number and all this kind of stuff. If I'd done all of that, I wouldn't be here talking to you today on this live stream, because I wouldn't have the experience. I would have sat there going, oh, twiddling my thumbs and trying to move. So it's the 20%. That 20%. What is your 20%? What are you putting off? What's going to create the biggest result for you in the shortest space of time that's going to get you results? And by the way, that fear, this is what you got to do, right? Imagine this is fear. You're going to go, hello, fear. Let's move you over here, right? That rhymed. Didn't intend it to. Hello, fear. Let's move you over here. If you've got an office, stand outside your office and go, right, no fear. I'm going to leave the fear outside the door. Close the door. Yeah, see, we've got a door here. Close the door and then get on with what you got to get on with. Get rid of that fear. Move it out the way temporarily. You can go back to it if you wish to later on. But move it out of the way and just go, no, I'm here to serve. Because that is what you're doing. That 20% of getting the deals, yes, it's getting more cash into your bank. Yes, it's making you more wealthy, but you are serving. When you're looking for rent-to-rent deals, you're serving. You're helping the agents out. You're helping the landlords out. You are serving. And when you are serving, there's no need to be in fear because you're helping people. Even if they come back at you, the worst that could happen is they could literally just put the phone down on you and never talk to you again. So what? What have you lost? Absolutely nothing. Maybe 5 minutes of your time. You got to move forward. That 20% is going to get you 80% of results. That's going to get you cash into your bank account every single month, right? If you want more cash, do this, right? This is the practical. What's the 20%? If you're doing rent-to-rent, it's calling agents or bringing leads and talking to landlords, go and do that now, this minute. Don't wait. You're watching this live stream. As soon as it ends, you pick up that phone and start talking to people. You go on Rightmove, start finding the properties. You go on Gumtree, start finding the properties. You ring the landlord. You send the emails. You go and do whatever that one thing you've been putting off. Because look, I know you've been putting something off. I know it for a fact. If you want to be successful in rent-to-rent, I know you have been putting something off. I know it. We all do it. Right? You've been putting something on. Look me in the eyes. Tell me you haven't, because I know you've been putting something off. We all do it. Like I do it. I've done it for a week, right? If you want to be successful, you got to go, you know what? I've got to take this action. Fear will move you aside for a moment. I'll just take the action. I'll just move forward. I'll do that thing that I don't feel like doing. I don't want to do. I don't even know how to do. I'm just going to do it to the best of my ability and I'll learn. It's all about aim, fire, ready, fire, then aim, right? Go and take that action. This is the practical out of this. Go and take the 20% of action that's going to get you more cash into your bank right now in your rent-to-rent business and cash in your bank every single month. Every deal that you do is going to get you cash every single month for the future. So go out there and negotiate a deal. If you're going to be sitting there going, well, oh yeah, but I've got a deal that I've got going on right now, Divian. I've got a deal right now. I'm doing a deal right now. I can only handle one deal. I get it. Go and source it and sell it to somebody else. Go and get a joint venture partner. Negotiate it so the deal actually starts when this deal is up and running, right? Negotiate so that you've got a rent-free period for a period of time. Do what you need to do to get going. Do what you need to do to start taking action now. If the next deal, you want to do the next deal in a month's time, that's fine. Negotiate it now to start in a month's time. Go and find the money to do the next deal if that's what you want to do. Go and find a bigger deal. Do some more marketing. Do some more advertising. Talk to some more landlords. Create some more relationships with agents. Deals are not going to come around literally this minute. If you're just starting, you got to take the action and there'll be a slight delay, of course, right? But hey, start. The question is, when are you going to start on that 20% that will get you the 80% of your results, right? Stop crossing the T's and dotting the I's and start being imperfect, because imperfect gets bigger results than perfect. Look, this has been a great live stream. I love this topic and it's something that I wanted to come on there and tell you about this because I procrastinated, right? I'm a human. For the last week, there's one action I've put off. My coach has said to me, you got to do this, and I've not done it, right? And this is why I wanted to come on and talk to you about it, to tell you, look, I'm human as well, and I come up with fears as well. But look, you've got to push through, you've got to take action, you've got to take action now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next month, but now. Wherever you're at, you've got to be constantly, consistently moving forward. Move forward on that 20%. And by the way, that 20% over time changes depending on where you're at. But look, if you're starting out or you're kind of part way through your journey of getting cash from rent to rent, For most of you out there, that 20% is going to be getting more deals, right? That's it. That's the truth. For most of you out there, that 20% is going to be getting more deals. So look, go take action right now. By the way, join my Facebook group, bit.ly/monthly cashflow. It's in the link. The link is in the description above. Like this video and share it. Let people know about it. But go and join my group, because I'm going to be doing exclusive live streams for the group. Exclusive masterclasses live for people in the group only. Not these ones. These ones are free as well. You know, the ones in the group are free. It doesn't cost you anything. But hey, go and join the group so you can get the live, regular masterclasses that I'm going to do for people in my rent-to-rent monthly cash flow group. So go and join. The link is above. Go and take action. Have an amazing evening and rest of the week. I'm going to see you on the next episode of Rent to Rent Live. Rent to Rent Monthly Cash Flow Live. Take care and good night.